What is going on, guys? MoneyWebby here. We're back in week 8 with my favorite betting picks for you guys to lock in yourself and put some money on, maybe win some money with. I went 4-1 personally last week. PatSnow, my friend Andy, is still ahead of me on the standings at 11-9. I'm 9-11, 2-2 with my locks of the week. He is 1-3. Both of our locks of the week hit last week, so it was a great week all in all for both of us. He went 3-2, if I didn't say that as well. So it was a solid week, but we got some week 8 betting picks for you guys. Before we get going, though, or me personally, Andy is not alongside me here today. He's busy with his dad. Our schedules really didn't work out this week, so I'm going to do this by myself. I'm going to be mentioning his picks as well, though. We went over it through text, what picks he likes for each game. So before we get going, though, leave a like on the video. It really helps me out, guys, to get more exposure on these videos, and subscribe to the channel if you are new to my channel catching these videos. I do these betting picks every single week for the NFL, and I do DraftKings picks if you do any DFS stuff like that. Some good DraftKings picks every single day, so definitely subscribe, guys. But let's get it going with our first game here. We got the Carolina Panthers going into Tampa Bay against the Bucs. We got 4-3 Panthers, kind of looking down the last few games. They had a nice little high beating the Patriots in New England there, but after that they've been kind of struggling. And the Bucs 2-4. They've been on the downcline a little bit, the decline, whatever. They've been struggling lately. Their defense has been very bad. They're -2 in this game with an over/under 46. I am winning the Tampa Bay Buccaneers personally. I think this is one of my favorite bets of the week. Tampa Bay is like in a must-win position here with the rest of their division kind of running away with it. With the Saints, the Falcons are always good. And the Carolina Panthers is a very good team as well in their own right in this division. So this is kind of like a must-win game for Tampa at home. So they got the home field advantage. So this is my lock of the week. The Bucs -2, over/under 46. Don't really have a great read on that. I think it'll be right around the 46 mark. So I really wouldn't bet that. But Andy is with me here on the Bucs. He likes the Bucs -2, so both of us are feeling that. I think James is going to come out with a little chip on his shoulder. He's very good in Tampa, or he has been throughout his career. So I love the Bucs here in this spot, and a must-win situation for them pretty much. Next game we got is the Oakland Raiders traveling to Buffalo, a West Coast team going to the East Coast. Usually that is a recipe for disaster. Bills -2.5, a sneaky good team here at 4-2 on the year, 3-1-2 against the spread. Over/under of 40. I guess I messed up the over/under, but so I guess I can't give you anything on that. I have it as 4.5. A little bit of a typo there, but Bills -2. This is another interesting game. I think I'm leaning personally the Raiders on this side. I know it's a West Coast team traveling to the East Coast, so that can be a little troublesome, but I think they're finding the groove here. And against the Bills, they can do enough. I mean, the Bills don't have enough weapons, really, to give the Raiders trouble on the outside. That's really where the Raiders struggle, is on the perimeter with their cornerback play. But the Bills really have no wide receivers to take advantage of that matchup. Outside of Jordan Matthews, Zay Jones has been a disaster as a rookie. So I'm favoring the Raiders here. They match up pretty well against the Bills. I think one of the wide receivers, whether it's Crabtree or Cooper, is going to have a really big game here because the Bills have a really good rookie cornerback and Tre'Davious White, but he only can cover one side of the field. So the other guy should have a field day here. So I'm favoring the Raiders +2.5, getting the points. I think they're going to win this game. 3-4, they're kind of in a pretty must-win situation in their own right, kind of here. They don't really want to go down to 3-5, so I think they're going to pull it out here. The Bills, they've been a good story this year, but I think their luck is going to run out here against the Raiders. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. Andy went with the Bills in that spot, so keep that in mind as well, I guess. We got the Houston Texans next up, though, going against the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks, like I said in the video last week, think they come out with a little bit of an edge off the bye. They looked a lot better against the Giants. The offense struggled in the first half, but in the second half, they started clicking a bit. Jimmy Graham had some drops, stopping some big plays. And the Texans defense, it's a banged-up defense with no J.J. Watt. I believe Merciless is still out, so that's two of their best edge players against the Seattle Seahawks bad offensive line, so they can't really take a full advantage of that bad offensive line. So I'm favoring the Seahawks -5.5 in this spot. I think Deshaun Watson can get some nerves here against this great Seattle defense. and it's in Seattle, a great home field advantage. So I'm going to think that Deshaun Watson, yes, he's looked great this year, but those nerves are still going to be there for him. He is human, so I think Seattle is going to be able to win by around a touchdown here. Over-under 45.5. I'm leaning the under in this spot, so I think the Seahawks get a nice little win against a solid Houston Texans team. And the thing with Seattle's defense. With Sherman on the outside, they play very physical, kind of against the line of scrimmage. And with Will Fuller, that's his biggest problem, getting off the line against press coverage. So I think their wide receivers are going to struggle. If the Texans do end up covering here, it's going to be with their tight end, Ryan Griffin. But I don't think that's going to be enough for them to cover in this game. So I'm favoring the Seahawks. And then PatSnow, Andy is going with the Seahawks -5.5 as well, and that is his lock of the week, so he feels very good about this game as well, with us both on the Seahawks -5.5. For the fourth game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Detroit, 5-2 Steelers. They've looked very good over the last few weeks. -3 in this game, over under 45.5. The Lions have not looked great over the last few weeks. They just had the bye, so they can heal up a bit there, but Golden Tate is going to be out for this game. I'm favoring the Steelers -3, big in this game as well. Another game I feel very good about. Andy is going to go with the Lions +3. I don't really understand that, though. I think the Steelers are a much better team on the offensive side and the defense, just like all around. The Lions without Golden Tate really don't have that weapon on the outside there. Marvin Jones isn't that great. Kenny Golladay I think might be coming back, but he's still a rookie. He's not like fully you can't really compare him with Golden Tate. So I think the Steelers -3 can get going on the ground with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. He might have some struggles with Darius Slay, but he is Antonio Brown. He should still be able to get some there. So I am favoring the Steelers -3. Andy is going to go with the Lions +3 in that matchup. Dallas Cowboys next up, going to the Washington Redskins. I believe this is the last game of the 5. Cowboys -2. This game is a very big game. Probably one of the most exciting games of the week. 3-3 teams, both fighting for the NFC East lives, with the Eagles kind of running away with it. I believe they're like 6-1 now. So this is a crazy big game for both of these teams. Whoever loses it might be struggling to get into the playoff, especially when the NFC East. But this will have big playoff implications down the road, I believe. So I think this is going to be a big game. I'm favoring the Redskins +2 here. Think this is a bigger game for them, seeing as they're at home. They're coming off that big loss to the Eagles. They're going to be very pissed off, and they get Josh Norman back. That's really going to limit Dez Bryant on the outside. So I think the Redskins can actually pull this game off. And they're getting 2 points as well. So even if they don't pull it off, they can still cover +2 if the Cowboys win with like a field goal at the end. So I think it's going to be very close here. If you can get the Redskins +3, I'd even say that would be even better. But I think that I can feel safe with +2 as well. Over under 49.5. It opened up at 51, so a lot of people are betting the under. I would probably go with the over actually in this game. Both defenses are. The Redskins defense is pretty solid, but I think that Zeke Elliott's going to have a big game on the ground, and I think Kirk Cousins is going to have a very big game against the Cowboys' bad secondary, so it should be a lot of points in this matchup, and I like taking the other side when everyone's on one side, kind of pushing the under down, so maybe you can get it at a lower mark before Sunday. Maybe it'll be down to like 49 or 48.5, so keep that in mind, guys. But I'm going with the Redskins +2. Andy's going to go with the Cowboys -2. Kind of sucks that we don't get his reasoning on it, but it is what it is. I kind of wanted to get this video, guys, out to you, so I didn't want to keep you waiting, whatever. But that is it, guys. So leave a like in the video like I was saying before, and subscribe if you did enjoy it. So I wish you guys the best of luck this week. Get a quick run through, I guess. Again, go back to the top. I'm going to go with the Bucs -2. That is my lock of the week. Andy's going to go with the Bucs -2 there as well. So we're both on the same page in that game. Next up, I got the Raiders +2.5 here. I'd like to get it up to +3. I like to buy those like half points to kind of get it to like a even number at 3. But I like the Raiders +2.5 there. Think they can win. Andy is on the Bills -2.5. Next up, we're both on the same page. His lock of the week is going to be the Seahawks -5.5. I am on the same side there with them and the Seahawks -5.5. And then next game, Steelers -3. I'm taking the Steelers. He is taking the Lions. And last up, I am on the Redskins here +2. He is on the Cowboys -2. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I wish you guys the best of luck this week with your betting. Hopefully make a ton of money again. It was a great week last week, going 4-1. Let's try to keep that going. Let's try to go 5-0 on the week if we can. That'll be friggin' amazing. But good luck, guys, and we'll see you back here next week.